Sally? It's me.
Ah, Chavez. I was just dreaming about our lovemaking on the beach in Rio.
It's Simon.
Simon who?
Simon Fogg. Listen, I found one of your cards propping up a desk in the very house where the murder took place.
Yeah? Well, have you ever thought that somebody else might have the same name as me?
Meet me where I first saw your name in dog shit in 1 hour. I need to get to the bottom of this thing before my flight tomorrow. You are listening to Southbound, a Simon Fogg mystery. Produced by Jake Erwin and written by Billy Francis. Episode 5, Edge of 17. I hung up and went outside looking to blag a ride into town and found Holt sitting on a rocking chair on the porch.
It never used to be like this, you know? Denise used to be the life of the party. She's kind of had that way about her, where every time she walked in the room, people would turn their heads, and not like they do now, you know, because of the terrible smell from her foot fungus.
Can I get a ride into town?
Can I ask you a question?
You just did.
Did you ever imagine your life ending up like this?
I wasn't scoring the winning goal in the World Cup final. I didn't own my own kingdom made entirely out of sweets. I'd given up on those dreams in my early 30s. So if solving crimes is the closest thing I can get to being a hero, then I'll take it. Does anybody know where the roads are going to lead them?
Well, that's your job, isn't it?
I don't have a sat-nav, no Google Maps. I just find my way from one clue to another the old-fashioned way, using breadcrumbs. Only trouble is, this murderer must have a gluten intolerance, because all I'm finding is dust.
Your flight's tonight. If you're gonna find some gluten-free breadcrumbs, better hurry up.
I got one or two. It's not a loaf, but it's a crusty, stale bite that might just be okay if I toast it. Had this bread analogy gone too far? Yes, it had.
God, you're such an idiot.
Can I get a ride to the watering hole?
Sure, Denise is in one of her moods anyway.
Denise?
You know, she actually won the town beauty pageant when I first met her. Yep, she saved me from the bottle. And then we built this place together and worked damn hard for it, too. Well, then she found out about our daughter. You know, being a
Lesbian?
A Democrat.
Right.
Well, something just snapped in her brain. She started kind of scuttling around, leaving this slime everywhere. I mean, she used to make these big home-style breakfasts with sausage, hash browns, and eggs, and grits, and... well, now she just does the grits. But with no seasoning and cold. Well, then her mom died and her dad moved back in, and he was always nagging her, and it just made her sort of regress. Started to turn back into the kid she was when she lived with them. Forgot all about me, forgot all about our marriage, and some kind of weird midlife crisis, I guess.
Had I dismissed Denise as a suspect too soon?
But you know, she would never kill her dad, though. I know that's what you're probably thinking. She was heartbroken when she saw his two skinny legs sticking up out of that septic tank.
Maybe finding the killer will go some way towards curing her.
Boy, you ain't got no hope. You're a fat has-been on vacation. You've had yourself a good time on my dollar, and now it's about time you went back to your old life.
What life? I thought. I've spent a long time in hell, Holt. I know my way around.
Will you just get out, you shit?
I pull at the doors of the watering hole, but nobody's home. They must have had a band on last night. There's two guys inside. One of them's carrying a guitar. Is it guitar? It might be a shovel. He drops it on the floor with a clang. And the other one comes over to help him. I moved just in time to avoid the shot. I didn't have a gun. To be honest, they were very loud and I prefer to use my brain as a weapon. Or failing that, a credit card forced into someone's mouth and my forehead going straight into their nut. I follow the sound of gunshots to the back alley.
Simon?
Black convertible cornered the alleyway and left. Sally was lying on the floor covered in blood. Sally, stay with me.
I think I'm dying.
No, you're not. You'll be fine.
No, I'm gone.
I never loved anybody before I met you, Sally.
That's sad.
Her breathing was becoming laborious.
Can you give a message to Chavez? Tell him that I'll never forget the night of 5 times on the beach.
Listen, who were the people who shot you?
Fine glove, Simon. Fine glove.
Who did this to you? And she was gone. Fuck it! I ran towards Walt's house, tears streaming down my face. They wouldn't get away with this, they wouldn't get away. Luckily, a pig farmer let me up in with the rest of his swine and took me to the place it all began, to the place it had to end. The sound of a tape deck was playing the opening lines of that goddamn song just in front when I arrived. That goddamn song. Suddenly, it cut out, somewhere in the bushes. I crept through the brush, twigs and branches, past the discarded truck parts and mossy trampoline. I turn on my heels and run towards the house as quickly as I can. As I get there, I see on the front porch Denise, sitting naked in the rocking chair. Denise?
Seen 'em. 2 of them kissing in the maze. Kissing in the maze. Shame on the family. Shame on the family. Daddy will never forgive me. It's my fault. I raised those children, but not right. Not right.
Thinking quickly, I throw an old tarpaulin over her and run to the maze. Just like the fucking white-winged dove. Just like it. Just like the fucking bastard dove. I'll take a pigeon anyway. Lost. Maze. PE teachers kissing moms and laughing about it in the staff room. Wetting myself and always being reminded of the maze. And I was back in when I was always in the maze. Just as I think I'll never find my way out, I see them.
Dig! Come on, baby, dig!
I am digging.
I know it's buried here. I heard him talking about it. He didn't trust Banks, did he? He was paranoid. He said he put it at the center of the maze, hid it in plain sight.
I got it. I hit it.
Not so fast.
This guy again.
Why couldn't you just move to Portland like I said?
We are moving. San Francisco, actually. We've put the deposit down on a tiny home, so if you'll just let us leave, then we won't have to kill you.
I can't let you leave now, can I?
And why not?
You killed the love of my life.
Skeeter?
No. The woman in the alley. Her name was Sally.
We killed so many. We don't keep a tally.
All rhyming aside, you two are serial killers. And that's not your money.
Grandpop sat out on that porch every night with his shotgun, facing that maze. He was guarding it. He had to go. He didn't approve of us, of this. He was the one who kept me locked upstairs away from everyone.
And what about Skeeter?
Skeeter? Well, Skeeter saw me sneaking out to meet my love in the maze. He followed us. We had to kill him and make it look like he drunk his ass to death. I felt bad for that one. I did. He always stuck me pie on my birthday.
I put my hand through his face because of you.
And your woman? Well, she was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
One thing I need to know before I take you down the station. Why that song? Why?
Just like the white-winged dove. We met by chance one summer when she came out to the maze. And from my room, I could see her walking the route between the corn, and a dove floated just above her head, so I started singing that song. It was like the dove brought me to her. I snuck out the window and followed the dove, and it led me right to her.
Yeah. Well, I prefer to shit with Fleetwood Mac. If you come with me now, I'll make sure you get a really nice cell at the station.
You're not a cop. You don't even have a car. I bet you don't even have a gun.
I point my finger at the bartender and shoot my pretend gun at her. Bang! Pew pew!
Is he dead?
Just put him in the hole and help me get the gold out.
Denise, no!
Never trust a Democrat.
Simon, you awake?
What?
Let me ask you, did you buy travel insurance?
No. It's a waste of money.
Oh, man. Ooh-wee, man.
What happened to me?
Oh, you ain't gonna believe this. So I walk outside, and Denise is covered in a tarp for some reason. So I pull it off of her, and she's just got this look in her eye. I've never seen anything like it. And just like that, she bolts like a deer across the field towards the corn maze. And I'm right behind her. Let me tell you, it's the most excitement we've had while she's been naked in years.
Stick to the facts.
Anyway, we get to the maze, and she knows every turn. I guess she remembers from back when she helped cut it out, and, well, she takes us right to the middle, and there you are on the ground, covered in blood. And that bartender from the watering hole is standing there with our daughter, and they both got hands full of gold. Gold! And I was like, shit. And Denise was like,
What you doing with my daddy's gold?
and I was like, shit! And then the bartender pulls up her gun, and she's like,
Fuck you, you mad fascist bitch!
before she can pull the trigger, Denise is like,
Lefty liberal lesbian slut.
blows that woman's face all over the corn maze. And the kid, well, she falls to her knees, holding that headless woman in her arms, and she's like,
You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
and I'm like, shit. I can see her eye dangling off a branch 10 feet away from her neck, and ain't no way she gonna be okay.
You got what was coming, girl. You go to your room. Go on, get.
I'm staying out of this, right? So the kid stands up. She looks at me just like she did when she used to come crying to me after her mama shouted at her. You know, nothing changes.
You know what I heard?
Don't you talk back.
I heard the judges voted for you to win the beauty pageant because they felt sorry for you.
To be fair, I did hear that they did it as a joke. But,
You're just a weak-ass, inbred country bunny.
and she pulls her girlfriend's gun out from behind her back and plants one right between Denise's eyes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, but that's not all. As Denise is falling to the ground, she fires her shotgun one last time and hits the kid right in the chest. And I was like, shit!
So, your daughter and wife?
Dead. All of them. Dead. You know what?
What?
You can't tell nobody.
What?
Come over here.
No, you come here. I've been shot.
Alright, I'll come over there. Listen. I ain't been this happy in years.
Whoa, that's not good, mate. That's not good. Oh,
Well, we had the funeral. I buried them together, because that's what they wouldn't have wanted. God knows what happened to the headless bartender. Well, it burnt that corn maze to the ground, put the property up for sale, bought me a little place down Mexico way. See how they like us coming the other way over the border for a change, right? Man, it's real nice. It's got a pool and everything. Heading down tomorrow with my boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
Yeah, you mind if he comes in?
How you doing, detective? You look shot.
The fucking Barley Boys.
Just me. My brother's gone to Vegas. He's playing those slots like a pro.
Did he now?
This is America, Simon.
Yeah, I know it is. Listen, you two wouldn't happen to know.
We left you a little surprise in that bag over there. None of this could have happened without you, none of it. You were perfect.
You deserve a fucking Oscar.
Well, we got a flight to catch. You rest up.
Barley Boy. They played me like a fiddle. Couple of weeks later, with a hefty medical bill in my carry-on luggage, I got off the airplane and hobbled on my crutches to the baggage area. There, I was greeted by the sights and sounds of British holidaymakers discussing their picture-perfect holidays to Disneyland. I had a different story to tell. After a while, that daunting feeling of being the last remaining person at the baggage carousel fell over me. All the other bags had disappeared. I stood staring at the revolving flappy machine on my own.
Excuse me, sir. Is your name Simon Fogg?
No, it's not. It's Detective Simon Fogg.
Please come with us, Mr. Fogg. We've just confiscated a large number of unclaimed gold bars from your luggage.
Fuck's sake! Southbound is written by Billy Francis and produced by Jake Erwin. Music and sound design by Jake Erwin. This week's episode featured Billy Francis as Simon Fogg, Shelby Cohen as Sally Jesse Raphael, Jake Erwin as Holt, Max Goldstein as Barley Boy, Lindsay Jacobs as the Democrat, Madeline Legweek as Barmaid, Lydia Brandt as Denise, and, introducing, Brennan Williams as Security Personnel.